Zero. Okay.
We good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got a couple of projects, man. I'm gonna be recording, but they're like collaborations, like with other artists, like rapping on tracks with me. So it's gonna be one.
Okay.
I got my nephew rapping on a song with me, then another cat that I was in a Chicago Ill Cipher with. So we doing a track, and then me and the same guy being featured by I got a song out with Tyree Cooper, and it's on vinyl
Right,
now.
right.
So he got it on vinyl. The
Oh
side of
shit.
his BS. So we're gonna go in there and record a new track, but it's gonna be multiple MCs. Well, three of us. So it's
Okay.
like, okay, we're
All
doing something kind of different, like just all right, like a group song, and then I'm gonna come back to my individual stuff. Cause I got songs, bro. You know how you had incomplete songs? So I had to look at things like
yeah.
I got incomplete songs that was, they got potential. So I'm like, these some hot songs, got some hot tracks. The lyrics was already wrote. I never just laid them down. It's like I skip a song or jump over some and then get distracted by, everyday life things like taking care of the kids and functioning like that. So I put the song on the
Right.
shelf. And I'm like, wait a minute, let me go back, finish these other tracks that I did not finish, and then come with some new stuff. I see you been busy though, bro. Y'all think the Spotify, bro. I say he been busy. Yeah, he got some fire
Trying to be,
beats too, bro.
man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to stay busy. You know how I go.
that's
Trying
what's
to
up.
stay relevant around this month.
You got a different sound,
Yeah. I mean,
bro.
they cool. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody like it though. That'd be the issue. You know what I'm saying? It take like a month for my song to catch on for somebody.
Okay. Cause they like, look, cause like to me, you kind of think outside the box. Like, well, you do think outside the box. So I listen to your tracks and your songs. You know what I'm saying? Like the Big Texas song and what I'm trying to think of the one song with the singer. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I want to ask you that because I'm like, is that you singing? Or cause you got the track. Cause I said, wait a
I
minute.
grab lyrics and stuff.
Yeah, I had thought about that. And I was like, well, he dope with that because, bro, they fire. But it's thinking outside the box because I'm like, okay, this sounds like some mainstream shit right here. Like, excuse the language, but some mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hot.
Yeah, try to make it like that, man. Cause
Yeah.
I want when you buy a beat from me, I want it to feel like it's already ready for you. You just really just need to add words. You know what I'm saying? Just like the mix. Just add water. You know what I'm saying? Just add your voice to it. A1.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
Indeed. Indeed. That makes sense too. And they ready though, bro. Believe me. Cause I was checking out your new joints and I was like, man, he been busy. So I didn't get a chance to like hit everything, but I was going down the line. There's some joints I'll play them again, cause I'm like, okay. Cause I was like, well, who's singing here? Who rapping here? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, it's dope though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I wrote all the lyrics. Like I
Okay.
wrote everything. It's just somebody. Yeah, I just pulled the lyrics from someone else, and I was like, "Hey, just do this." You know what I mean?
Ah, okay. So like you write the lyrics, then you just got somebody that's to rap it or sing it.
Yeah.
That was dope. I thought you was gonna spit
I
on it.
mean, it's
I
just
don't know.
my daughter asked me to. Now I have to. So that's kind of where that ended up at. My daughter asked me, so I kind of ain't got no choice but to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So my next gonna be me on the track.
That's a good thing though, bro. Like the kids want to be involved. You know what I'm saying? Like my little son sat back, my middle son, the other day. This was like a couple of days ago, actually. He's sitting on his little Chrome computer, right? So
Right on.
he go on there. You know how they got the little apps you can do the drum machine thing and all of that. So as he doing the drum machine, he like, Dad, listen to this. And so I listened and I'm like, okay, he caught on, he catching on. So I'm like, look, bro, I came to my two boys like, y'all love playing the game. Y'all love being online. You want to go, like get into some other things like people like create music. And I'm like, it ain't like I don't got production equipment. So we could sit down
Right.
and learn things together. And I'm pretty sure y'all will take off because I'm like, this the age you should be doing this anyway. And since you interested, 9, 10 years old. So I'm like, okay. you ready. Cause at first, like that was all I ever wanted. But by them being smaller, it was like, okay, they
They
like
get
music.
into it sooner.
Yeah, cause I'm telling them, like, you know how y'all be on YouTube now and you search and all that? I'm like, we don't have to be a lot of YouTube, a lot of sitting back, learning the machines, learning how to, it function, what to do. But one thing I did learn that by them playing with it, because I have actually let them come up and play with it, they was figuring out things
Hmm.
that I had actually had to go on to YouTube and look at how to start, how to operate this function, that function. And I let them come up and playing around and they was loading up tracks. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, dude, you ain't even looked at a video. He like, I'm playing with it. It just seemed like this what I should do. Like, I'm like, okay. And then I let them
Yeah,
be like the
off
look
the instinct.
off of instinct. So I'm like, man, you know what? Cause my instinct coming up, bro, was like hearing hip hop, right? Well, hearing all type of music, but hearing hip hop back in the 70s, right? So in the 70s, when I was hearing like the Sugar Hill Gang and Grandmaster Flash and, different people, I'm like, damn, like what's that sound so dope,
That's
right?
what I want to do.
So yeah, so anything that came out as a little kid, I'll ask my mom, like, go buy that record. So she'll buy the record. Then they has to always have a B side or instrumental side on some joints, right? And I didn't know nothing about no
That's
DJ.
hard.
Yeah, I mess up look, a record player, bro. I'm up there trying to scratch a real record, like,
Yeah,
hey, boy. But so I said, okay,
real deal.
I can't. This is how I got to the rapping part. I said, well, I can't go in there trying to scratch on mom and dad them, on their record player. But my
Violence.
dad
Right.
had bought me a microphone and what they called back then, like the boom boxes, the ghetto blasters. So I took like the little tape deck,
Okay.
popped that tape deck in there, blank
Yeah.
tape, played the instrumental and rap
And record
and
over it.
record myself. And just playing around with that had got me into that, you know what I'm saying, that flowing. So I'm like, okay, and I ain't actually think that, you know what I'm saying, I'll ever do it. But until I got like probably, bro, in my, I'll say preteens, 13, 14, 15, freestyle on the block. And cats like, hey, man, let's go to the studio. What? At the time, I had a partner that was mixing on the radio like every Saturday, with the Hot Mix 5. So I'm like, damn.
Okay.
Dang, Fast Eddie, right? So at the time, if I go over his house, and I'm a shorty, he might be doing a DJ show, mixing, wooka, 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 wooka. You know what I'm saying? Hey, D, go on, spit a flow. He might throw on Sucker MC's instrumental. I'm rapping, bro. And bro, like, man, we gonna be rap stars. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Nah.
even really know. I don't even know what if I'm
Yeah.
saying how I sound. You see what I'm saying? I had never heard myself until my same partner had put me on the track when I was like 16. He had an album out. So he had created the hip house, like combining the house and hip hop. That's like how when you see me doing what I'm doing now,
Okay.
I bring like the same thing but different, elements in it. Different, like I draw for different
Right.
genres, like the trap, the drill, and I take elements
Religion.
from that and pull it in and I come out writing stuff different. Cause back in the days, we'd be like, how they, what it takes, party, wave over here, wave over there, everybody say, oh, all that kind of stuff, right, bro? So then we
Yeah.
got to the boom bap MCing. That boom bap MCing,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? That was cool. And that was good for the boom bap, cause that's fun rap. It ain't one no battle rapping in the boom bap. It did become that later on with people like KRS-One versus, Queens versus the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? I loved it all that when I was a shorty. I was in
Oh shit.
yeah, I was in tune with that. So for me,
You ain't never told me that one.
yeah, I loved all that, bro. Like I was in tune with that stuff, man. So it's kind of like as a fan though, as like a person, I was in tune as a fan and a listener, right? And a consumer for sure. Because like
Okay.
I said, everything that came out of New York at that time, and we had people in
Was
Chicago
coming to
too.
Chicago.
We had Chicago artists too, and I was hip to local people. But at the time, by like New York being like the Mecca, shoot, that was like the ultimate place to be. they created this thing, you know what
Real
I'm saying?
deal.
So I'm like, man, bro, I want to be in New York. So I kind of felt like at one point as a kid, I couldn't be a real MC unless I lived in New York or unless I was from New York. You see what I'm saying? Until
That's true. Yeah.
my yeah, because it was kind of like, wait a minute, that's this they thing. Yeah, I like it, I love it, but they created this. You know what I'm saying? Like you got your Run
Right.
DMCs,
That's
and
they like.
your Dougie Fresh them. You know what I'm
That's
saying,
why
man?
you're trying to start your own fraction.
Yeah. So for us, when we did it, we was kind of trying to mimic off of them in our own little way, but add our own little flavor to it or whatever, and not really knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I doing this right? So when people would hear me, they'd be like, "Bro, you super dope, man." Like you don't hear yourself. So as I keep on going and got into the writing part, I started realizing like I want to experiment. Like everything is like, what level can I take this to? You know what I'm saying? Like with the God is God
Okay.
track
Right.
that I done. Like nobody ain't never went and took
Which was dope.
a spirituality, like a spirituality rap, and put it on a juke track. You know what I'm saying? And put it on a dance track
Yeah.
like that. So that was something different, like stepping outside the box, you know what I'm saying, with it for me, like,
Yeah.
going in another realm. I'm like, I'm gonna do it this way. So I get good feedback from it, so anything that I'm doing, man, like my last song that actually came out last year, and I kind of had took a step back, but I'm pushing it now. It's this song called Right Here, Right
Okay.
Now. Which that, like when I did that one, they was like, man, bro, what made you think of that? And you know what actually made me think of that? It was the simplest thing. Now, I know you know somebody, probably in your family, or if not, you even said it yourself, maybe. You know how we have a conversation with a family member or a friend, and they be like, you be talking to them, they be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Or right. Like, right.
Yeah.
Them type of people, right, yeah, yeah, yeah. So when I
Uh-huh.
wrote Right Here, Right Now, it was based off of how I would be talking to my cousin, and my cousin be like, yeah, right. I'd be like, what? It's like, yeah. Like, you mean,
What
hold
you
on,
say?
man. You see what I'm saying? So that that
Yeah.
just that right there sparked that concept. And then I wrote that rap.
Okay.
And they was like, damn, nigga, like, what the fuck? Like, how you think of that? Easy. Just thinking of regular, real stuff. My everyday. That's how I really write, bro. Like it's beyond like something in life or something I thought about. It'll be pieces and bits of something from a past memory and something I might be dealing with now.
Right.
And I just kind of blend all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's like when I was listening to your music itself too, bro. I hear it. I'm like, yeah, I can hear like he got that old hip hop flavor, but this is all new. And it's outside the box. It's different. Remember I said that, bro, when I first heard that first beat, man. What's your beat? The nine, wait, what's the name of that beat? That beat you turn up. It's the nine something. Wait, what you call that beat, man? Dang. It was on that first.
Who was I with? I dropped it.
We was with Without Wings at that time. That one beat, name some of them. I'll tell you. I know the name.
Brave Star, 626. Uh damn, I dropped a lot of them since then. Dang. Hold on. I can't think of it. N15?
That's what it was. I knew it was a number.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That beat, I was like, yeah. Cause even I was thinking, bro, I said, you know what, man? Me and Squish collaborate. It's gonna be something like on that level. Like I think we could take it to another level, like on some, you know, over the top. When people hear us, they like, yo, bro, like them, that's industry. That's like, you know what I'm saying? They there. And I would get
Right.
that a lot, you know what I'm saying, from people like in the past that knew me from back in the days, 20, 30 years ago. And they'll say, hey, bro, on everything, you might have had been out of the music thing for some years, and then you came right back, and it seemed like you ain't went nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. And that's a trip to me because I remember when Rex, my boy Rex, Rex, when Rex asked me
Yeah.
what you want to do, And it was kind of like, man, bro, I'm gonna do the hip hop, but I love the house, so we're gonna do this hip hop house. We're gonna do hip house, but we're gonna do it different. It's gonna
Right.
be like, you
Put a
know what I'm
spin
saying? It's
on it.
gonna fall under the electronic dance movement anyway, electronic dance music, all kind of stuff, workout music. So I do stuff like
Right.
that for people who wanna work out, dance, sweat, whatever. Those the target audience. You know what I'm saying? The party, whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So for me,
Long as you're moving.
long as I'm moving, bro. Yep, indeed, indeed. But yeah, man, that's what I'm on, man. Like I said, like the next two tracks that I'm working on in the beginning of the month, next month rather. They just like me and some more MCs, one on my nephew. That's gonna be great because I finally have a joint with him where we got a joint that'll be out. You know, he working on a hot mixtape. He put me on a song, a
Okay.
track some years ago with him that we didn't ever get a chance to release. And I wanted to do my vocals over, but I never forget the young guys, you know, they like, yeah, man,
As you be.
yeah,
Because I feel like a lot of the older people, you know what I'm saying, kind of write us off and be like, man, these niggas don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to listen, that we ain't going to do right.
right,
Which some of us ain't. You feel me? Some of us ain't. We ain't going to take heed to the opportunity, and we're not going to listen to the stuff that y'all may be seeing that we blind to right now or done been through.
right,
So I give them that part. But at the same time, like, you gotta reach back and touch that younger generation. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You gotta affect them that way. Make yourself relevant with the youngers. You know what I'm saying? Like, or what they call them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Like,
bro. Exactly, because y'all generation teaching the generations behind y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all teaching two, three, four generations behind y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is. Like they say, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, that still stands to it right now. Like I got some friends, bro, I came up with, and you right, they got that mentality. Man, them young people, man, I ain't gonna listen to that garbage. I'm like, is you crazy? I'm like, okay, you might not, it might not be your taste of music or whatever, but you cannot deny talent.
fact.
You see what I'm saying? I
Exactly.
got some cats, man, that'll be like, soon as you be like, hey man, check out young, hey man, I ain't finna listen to that. What? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? They
And it
stuck in
can
their
be that way.
ways. They stuck in
And
their
cause
ways.
I don't mind listening. You know, I sample some old shit if it's cool, if it fit, I sample it. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no problem going back to the past because this is what got us to where we at now. Really, if you
Exactly.
think about it, like
I appreciate.
all them old groups, all them underground groups,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, that may not one hit wonders, that all formed and shaped what we have today. And if
exactly,
you don't understand as a youngin or as an elder, like we both screwed because we need each other. You need the past to learn and you need the present. You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
And you also
exactly.
need the future.
That one, even the one hit wonders, you definitely right about that, man. No matter what it is, because a jam is a jam. A hit is a hit. You know what I'm saying? Whether that person had that one hit. The only thing that get me though, bro, like in this new world, this new way of music, like, and I look at that because
Social media.
y'all generation, like the younger people, y'all more consistent. Me and the other guys talk about this a lot. That's what, like I just said. I said when I came to your Spotify page, Squish, I was like, man, he been busy. Cause I'm looking, I'm like, that's what's up. You see what I'm saying? So we learn from y'all. Some of them might not admit it, because everybody I know that's in the older generation, from my age on up, they'll say that, like, yeah, bro, I do need to be more consistent. I need to, these dudes believe in make a song or two and fall back 6 months, a year, maybe even 2 years. I got a saying I say there's a lot of my older partners that run with me. I I guess we'll do the next song in 5 years. They be like, man, get up out of here with that, man. You know what I'm saying? They're like, come on. Because the reason I say that is because we not being consistent. We'll drop one, two, sometimes three, it all depends. But when I be looking up and I see the younger generation, y'all generations doing it, y'all consistent. And I always tell them, I say, and as soon as it pop off, because they already networking, they already doing what they doing. That's how come once that one song pop off, like you said, that like a one hit wonder, but it ain't no one hit wonder. Once the one song that the young
It do.
artists pop off, they own because they got a whole they got a whole catalog of music
Uh,
to
for
fall
you to
back
listen
on.
to and run through.
Yeah, so that's
Yep.
the thing. You know what I'm saying? Now I look at that like that's good because now you can not only once the people get up on you, they looking at your music like this, that you got time to create. So say if it was some type of big deal on the table or whatever, like, and the person got the deal, but they already got their music, like this contest thing, like, we all just in it or whatever. Even with that, I'm like, man,
Appreciate that too.
yeah, indeed, bro. Same here, man. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things when all of a sudden the people start seeing you, when they come to your artist page, they gonna have all that music to go through and check out, and they're gonna be loving it. You know what I'm saying? Now you got more followers, more people, you know what I'm saying? So the algorithm picking
More
up,
eyes
you
on
know what
you.
I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. I mean, it's different now how everything goes, but I understand it better now. Versus like I tell the guys all the time, like, nah, man, we gotta keep it going. And that's my thing. Like, especially now, it's like, okay, we waited 6 months, a year. Now we back doing another project, or we set on something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, bro, we got to
Why
step
not
it up.
or something like that? Drop something.
Right. And I don't get that though, but that's how a lot of it. You said what now?
I said like you can drop them like quarterly. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
would
drop a
like to
song
do
every
that.
4 months, every.
I would love
You
to
know
do
what I
that.
mean?
That's good for me, but I don't. With me, it's kind of like based on the artist, based on not the artist, based on the well, they is artists and producers too. Based on the ones I work with up close, it's kind of like it's a further down the line thing, like a longer stretch before the next song or the next project. It don't be that we don't have the ideals or even started on some songs. It just fall back. Like, okay, let's let that marinate, man. And let's push this and let's push that. And I'm like, well, we can be pushing it all. Or we can find, we gotta do it anyway. It's all about the artist doing everything these days, sharing it, networking, sending the song to internet radio stations, whatever we do to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Running campaigns, you know what I'm saying, out of our pocket, whatever we got to do to make it happen. So I do love the fact of the support groups, like what we met at, like the playlist support groups. That's what's up because
Right.
that helps when you get the
I've been
SEOs.
about it again.
Huh? Say
I've
it
been
again.
thinking about it again.
Oh yeah, bro.
I
That's
said I've been thinking about the.
yeah, man. I'm back doing it again now, man. I just started back doing this like it's been a little bit over a week, bro. But it's been cool though. Yep, a little bit over a
Who
week,
you with
man.
now?
I just, you know what I did? I had joined that one Nas them, but I just did that like this weekend. But I came back in doing the playlist how we was doing them, right? Under the Yeezy Act, right? Cause when I had left up out of there, it was some more young cats who was creating a playlist, right? This how that had happened. We had kept it going with me and Juju. The other guy, I'm trying to think of his name. No, not Doug. It was another young guy that had came in the end. Right, I cannot think of his name, man. So he was making these Jerry playlists, like, you know what I'm saying? So he ended up feeling some type of way. So I was just like, yo, just take the Jerry playlist and just rock with them. They yours. Even though, under the
Right.
Yeezy Act, me and you sat on the phone and that concept came up, I thought of it. But we basically thought
Right.
about we was gonna create a playlist group to help support each other based on the situation from the other people. So for me,
Right.
when people came in the
You
second
know.
time, I was like, hey, bro, like this is what it is, right? I'm like, this the concept of Yeezy. You in it, you spin it. You know what I'm saying? And so when I had
Good.
told them that, now this is last year. Now, mind you not, I ain't been in no playlist support group none last year. They come in strong.
Okay.
A lot of more young cats, a lot of young artists, bro. They come in strong. I tell them the concept, they like, bet. They come out with the Yeezy Ghosts, right? The greatest of all times. All I know, I see them flooding. Boom, boom, boom. Same way Junkie Overtones and all us, and you was making all the artwork and the playlist until it came out of nowhere. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, man, they flooding them. Yeezy Ghost, then Yeezy Baby Ghost, and all kind of different other playlists. I'm like the G Mix, the Yeezy G Mixes, all these different playlists, right? A lot of them. Then what it was, we had made an alliance because I was like, yo, bro, we're gonna be like a coalition. So what it is, they already had playlists of their own, right? And they had people spinning with them. They had several playlists, but we came all up under the act of that. You in it, you spin it, but they got their own
All right.
thing. So what it was
Okay.
now, they was free to go create a Yeezy playlist if they want to. I had no problem with that. So when I had left, because Juju had introduced me to Blue Sky. Blue Sky super cool. So Blue Sky came in.
Okay.
So he did his thing. And then it got kind of chaotic when I had left because, some guys they playlist curators, they get people, but some people take advantage of people. Blue Sky ain't one of them people. He a good dude. So just how Junkie Overtone,
Okay.
just how you know what I'm saying, they not just like how the crew was, they not trying to take advantage of nobody. But you had some other new cat came in that I was getting these messages all last year. Oh man, bro, they just open up the floodgates. They just like, you know what I'm saying, dropping 20 songs, man, on one playlist. I'm like, that ain't fair. Like, how you gonna get a playlist and you might put 4 or 5 songs of the artist a piece, but then you got 20 songs or 50 songs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I seen one of them guys, and I kid you
Yeah.
not.
Great.
It's crazy. I kid you not, bro. When I just came back around, I ain't even gonna name his name because I don't want to put him on blast. But you know who I'm talking about, bro. He was already networking on the X, right? On Twitter X. I would see him all the time
Right.
under the DJ name. I just give you that much. DJ blank blank, right? Doing his thing.
Uh,
So he had cat.
uh,
I ain't gonna bust him out. I ain't gonna bust him out. So cat say, I said, hey man, I came back, right, Squish. I said, is it any available YouTube playlist? Because I'm spending the Spotify right now, right? But I'm like, but I'll spend the YouTube. So I'm
Mhm.
like, if it's good, man, I'll get up with it. And, hey, what's up? I got an active playlist. Man, okay, cool. I send the song. I send them right here, right now. He said, the track too long. Standard version. I said, okay. He said, send me a track that's under 2 or 3 minutes. So I only had 2 songs, bro. That was, one of them was 3 minutes and like 12 seconds, and the other one was like 3 minutes and 20 something, some shit like that. So anyway, I sent him those tracks. He turned around, he add the track on there. And matter of fact, I sent him the Underground and Nothing radio mix because it was like 3 minutes and something, right? A little bit over 3 minutes. So he ends up putting that on the YouTube playlist. But then when I go on there to spin it, he got my Underground and Nothing song on there, but he also got the Right Here, Right Now song. The one he tell me that's too long. It's 5 minutes. Okay. I'm like, I wonder why he left that on there. I'm finna tell you why he left that on there, bro. I'm spinning the playlist, right? Because I asked him, I say, bro, like, as you say, it's active, so people spending it and everything. He like, bro, you ain't even got to ask all that. I'm like, all right, bro. He like, man, you could join, man. And when you join, bro, he like, man, look, check it out, Squish. He say, you say you could join, man. You could join. And if you don't like it, you could just leave. I said, you right. I ain't got it. You exactly right. So, yeah, I like, well, he right. So I came in there. I counted as I'm spending the list, and I had spent it for about a week. But I'm looking at how people spend it, right? As I counted the songs that he had, being one of the mods, he was about a good, I guess, 12 songs in, right? I got 2 songs on that. Now, technically, he's supposed to have 1. Because remember, he said my song was too long, but he decided to leave it on there. And I kept saying, maybe he made a mistake, so I'm going to let him know. I ain't trying to, you know me, Squish. I'm like, bro, you still
yeah.
got, right. So, but as I look, I see he got 12 songs. I'm like, what's this? Now the guy, the DJ name, I ain't gonna name him. DJ Blase Blase. I
Man.
always shout his name out over the Twitter X. The man had about 50 songs on that playlist, bro. It's a super long playlist. And I'm looking at the other people, bro.
But why though? You broke down into 3 probably.
Exactly, man. It was so long, the playlist, bro. It go for hours and hours. It'll take like a couple of days or so to play it, 2 or 3. So I never could finish it. Like you could
Oh,
play it for a certain amount of time and then turn it in. They had it like that, right? So
okay.
so what I ended up doing after I counted that, I was like, man, this ain't really fair. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell him, man, I appreciate it, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm already spinning some playlists already with my mans, and I'm finna start my own, a playlist thing. So he like, all right.
Right on.
So he like, oh man, okay. He like, how about we just do let's work something out on some swapping. I'm like, I ain't even gonna do all that, bro, because that's gonna cause problems. I ain't gonna be like, oh yeah,
All right.
bro, put my songs on this playlist. I don't gotta spin that and put your songs on this playlist because that's gonna cause a problem when people start seeing like, well, why this person right here ain't spinning or why that person ain't spinning. That's what had caused the
There you
problem
go.
with the young guys last year. Now one of them working with me now, well, a couple of them, but one of them working close with me because he was like, yeah, man, it just got crazy. Like everybody just flooded the playlist. Now they still be getting spent somehow. Cause they went through that like, well, shut it down, or you can spin it if you want to, or whatever. Because like I said, some of them guys had took a lot of advantage of them. And the thing was, what I do like about them now, I had when to remove my songs off all the playlists, right? Because I knew I was gonna take a break. So I told them, I said, well, look, man, y'all do what y'all do, but I'm gonna pour my songs off the playlists, even the playlists that I created personally. But y'all can leave them on there, y'all songs on there, and if you want to stop spending them, you can. Right. I said, so they was like, nah. You ain't gotta take your songs off. They like, man, you can leave your songs on there. We'll spin for you. I was like, nah, bro, I ain't gonna I don't get down like that. I'm like, nah,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that. I just pull the songs off. So
and I ain't gonna.
right. So I pulled all my stuff out, and now I'm spending like I said, I'm spending a few playlists that's like more independent, single playlists, and then I got with the one playlist community that I just joined over the weekend. Which we've been knew about them by seeing them on X, so it's cool. And I think with
I've
them,
been. I know Junkie might be over there and Summer. So I don't know. I tried to get down with him, but he didn't never write me back. He followed me, but he didn't get. You know what I'm saying?
oh Junkie,
Nah, the dude over it, over NAS.
for real, I went through the. Do you go
Mm-hmm.
through the? You go through the Google. You can go like just Google it and submit your track, and then they'll get back to you. It was a little bit longer this time, but not that long. Like it took about a few days. Then they got back to me, and then they added
Oh,
me
this been.
in. It's been a year,
Uh huh.
and you submitted a
It was
track.
one of my old tracks. Yeah.
Wow, you probably I don't know because they do say something like if you don't get a response, you might have to resubmit the track or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe you probably can go back and redo it and follow the steps. Cause when you submit your track, you join. You know how we had our Discord.
Yeah.
You join theirs automatically. Then you'll join the what's the name, the utility. That you'll join their utilities, but you won't be able to do nothing until they actually bring you in. But yeah, Summer,
Okay.
I seen posters of her, so I know she active in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And a lot of people actually, bro, that we know is active in there, bro. Like they in there. I be seeing them all the time on the outside
okay.
sharing the posts and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. Now the only good thing about that is to me, okay, now this give the artist like, okay, you believe in yourself, so you gonna spend it then. You already know you got a large community of people that's supporting you. Is these people gonna stay in here? You stay in here, only thing you could do is just keep on building and networking. So I'm just trying to, man, just, me spend as much as I can and I'm networking. And I only been in there for a few days. You know what I'm saying? Like learning still.
Okay.
Cause I had went in there before, but that's around the time when I left. So I had the family situation. I lost my nephew and stuff, and I came back and I tried to. After I came back, after I lost my nephew, it was kind of like I still things wasn't right, bro. So I ended up just taking that break, and that's why I told them other younger brothers that came in. I'm talking, they was just like how you is, Squish. Like they was quick with it, the art, the recruiting, like junkie. They was like junkie with the recruiting. I was looking up, bro. I'm talking about playlists after playlists. I'm like, what the, bro? They move quick. Hey man, we own it. You know, we in it to win it. So I'm like, okay. So, but even though they did that, I know that surprised them when I told them, I said, man, I'm gonna fall back, but I'm gonna pull all my stuff off each playlist. And they was like, nah, nah. Then I look back, bro. Some of them still went and added my song
More
back
songs.
on certain playlists and on their own other playlists that they had. Like they had playlists that was under their names too. They got a lot of playlists,
Okay.
bro, and a lot of people. So they still have songs where I would see little spins and people stream. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. So overall, they definitely some cool, young brothers and all that. It's just that like some of the people that it was so many different mods and so many people that was, how you be like, help, let's create a playlist. Now you got all these people who can add their songs. I had told the yeah. So that could cause the problem because now you got 10 people, 15 people who can add songs, plus y'all all recruiting. So some people start taking
And
advantage of it.
like, who doing what?
Right. So some people,
That's all.
yeah. No, say that last part again. You kind of broke up.
That's all the issue because it's like you gotta you gotta be neutral as the mod. Like you can't really be on no bullshit. Like you can't take advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like everybody looking at you to run it fair. You know what I'm saying? And like when your mod's kind of like got free win to do whatever, you as the person that's running it, you know what I'm saying? You lose power on some shit. Not like you really want it, but when everybody got access to the playlist, it don't make it as special, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. Cause especially if you don't know if what the next person gonna do or if you can trust them to keep this shit fair. Because like I said, them
Right.
some guys who was just taking total advantage of that situation. And I was like, damn, they just like really just fucked over a lot of people. And they had people who still spinning them, which was surprising to me, just like that DJ person I'm telling you about, bro. When I saw that, bro, I was like, damn. I'm like, they spinning with him based off his name. They see his name be tweeted. They see our name be
A lot.
tweeted. If you think about it, we tweet. People tweet our stuff back. People say our name. They might not say much, like, especially when we first was doing it, like back then.
Yeah.
Like, so they was seeing us, you know what I'm saying? And even with that, like by Junkie, I'm gonna go back to us with Junkie doing it the way he doing it, to be able to have that gift to recruit them people like that. He was on fire. So Junkie was like the face of that
On
shit.
point.
You know what I'm saying? Like Junkie
Yeah.
was the face of Yeezy. You spin it. So that was the tripped out part because I didn't really care about that. Like people would be like, if they be on some slick shit, like, hey, now they'll know they probably didn't spin or somehow someone kept up with them and then they got, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
took off the playlist. Then
Cause she,
they'll hit, huh?
cause Summer had our shit down to where she had it color coded. She was
Exactly.
cold.
Yeah, she was super cold with that. And so she had a system, but the people who knew that they got caught up in a system, some of them came back and they came back through me or tried to come back through me and play Junkie. That was the first
Yeah.
thing that kind of, but we didn't really like that was the situation because a lot of people would be like, well, hey, and I never like, honest to God, bro, like I didn't care what the other person, the outside person was saying because we all artists at the end of the day, right? They would say,
Right.
well, bro, ain't you the one ain't you the one who created it? What they got to do with it, bro? Like, I'm like, well, man, you can't add my songs back, bro. You can't add me in. So I have to go back. I'll be like, wait a minute, let me go holler at the team or let me see something. And then
Right.
'cause one time I had added some guys back and something was like, something kind of got down on me. But I was like, it was cool. I ain't really trip. And I ain't gonna lie, I know she felt that power, bro. It was on some, I'm just gonna keep it 100. I know she felt that power because, like, look, bro, we embraced her, bro. Let's just keep it 100. Like, she joined, she was showing, she was her character. She stood out. So she easily, you know what I'm saying? She felt like one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
part of the team when she wasn't a part of the team at first. You know what I'm saying? Then she came in and we seen what type of skills she had. It was on. She took it to another level. But I never, like, my whole main thing was about, like, bro, let me see how far we can go and how far we could build. Like, I tell people, like, just like the way when we first started off, I even told the youngsters, I say, just like y'all came with all them other playlists that got sabotaged by the other curators, in the beginning, we didn't had no playlists get sabotaged, but we had just as many playlists. We know we had a lot of playlists, Squish, that we had, that we dismantled.
Yep.
But this is the thought that I got on that, bro, right about now. So I talk, and tell me what you think about this too. I told the youngsters, I say, all the playlists that got sabotaged or whatever we say, when people done what they done, they still got those curators on there, right? Those people, those other mods, other people that can. So I said, why not open up all? Got no. I gotta go to the store. Why not open up all those playlists and open them up to the public to become on as uh as curators or be able to add that song? So what I'm saying is, I could say like how let's create a playlist to the public, right, on X. Artists, add your song. This is a non-active playlist, but all we ask, let's share the playlist. If play the playlist time to time, and it can go non-stop. We don't care now if you add 100 songs, huh?
Have you ever messed around with Beats and Hearts? He cool. He dope. He do it like that.
I ain't know who Beats. Now I ain't never heard of Beats of Hearts. I
Yeah,
be seeing.
Beats
I
and Hearts
think.
generic.
Wait, generic. He with them?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. He's still spinning generic all over the place. He doing his thing though. He's spinning with a couple of people I seen inside, like, how we looking at our messages, because I still got a lot of playlists that the young guys had created that's still in my messages. So I can see a lot of stuff. And I can see people still spinning a lot of stuff too, which is cool. And I thought about going back spinning some old playlists just to spin them for support, like time to time. Let me just spin this playlist, spin that playlist. So that's just the ideal on that. Now, far as generic, I be seeing him in a lot of times in them playlists because people be what they did, Squish, let me say it right. And I ain't throwing them under the bus, not him, but what some of them guys do, is no structure, right? Far as the chat rooms, right? Inside the rooms. You know how we have our rooms where we could our promo rooms, likes, tweets, reshares, whatever, right? So we
Right.
still got that. Where I left off at, it was still there. But now they so reckless, and I had to tell them with this new playlist, like, yo, bro, like none of that dropping the links inside.
Right. Are you good?
Hold on. Could you hear me?
Are you good?
Yeah, cause my mom,
Yeah.
I don't want to try to answer my mom, and then she at the grocery store too. I don't want to answer her, and then it click us off. So 'cause I think she want me to help her with some groceries or something.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Shit. I just want you to catch up. So, you know what I'm saying? This was just, what I'm saying, what you been up to, what you got releasing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
And
indeed.
I'll let you know that I got a little group coming back called Harmony Nexus. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a playlist group.
Okay.
You feel me? So
I'll probably slide through
I'm
that, man,
coming
because
back
I'm trying to
all the way.
spend as much as I can. You know me, bro. So you gonna start like it's gonna be called Harmony Neck, like a playlist group.
Yeah, Harmony.
Yeah, I'm so
And
man,
I already
bro.
got the logo.
I'm gonna keep you in mind because like I'm definitely like I had thought about that because I'm not trying to make like a bunch of playlists under like Yeezy, like for my personal playlist. I got like a couple of them,
Right.
right? I only got one that's active. Then Blue Sky got a couple of them that's going on that's been active. They hot. You got the youngsters that still got a whole bunch of them. You see what I'm saying? And they active.
Yeah.
But I had asked the youngster who had created them. I'm like, bro, we could take those playlists and make them non-active. Far as, ain't no mandatory spin on these and open them up to the public. And he was like, I'm with that
Right.
because they was already, they got one artist got 5 songs, one artist got 10 songs, one artist got 1 song, one artist got 2, all that type of shit. So if you got that,
Ooh.
if you can open it up to the public, now if anybody can come add their music, it's there. And it probably gonna end up getting spins anyway, most likely, because now people music is on.
They feel forced to do it. They can do it at their leisure.
Exactly. So that's my thought on that. So he said he with it. I just didn't put him out on through I just didn't send the links yet to the X. That's what I was gonna do, send all the links to Twitter X, like, let's make a playlist and open it up to the public. Cause that's the smartest way I can think of it, bro. And I had thought about that, bro. Like all those hot playlists, bro, that we had created. I don't know if y'all just dismantled them or whatever all happened to them. Cause there was so many, bro, that we had when we was all together. I was like, that would have been smart if we would have kept them playlists, even though whatever had happened, if y'all had set them on private or just kept them, the fact that look at how much time was put in them and people were spending them and all the likes and the shares and this and that, they could have been open right back up to some similar to or like this here what I'm talking about, just because they was hot artwork was on them and they was doing some numbers. I'm grateful for those playlists because they had got me to where I'm at now, basically, because I'm starting now. Where I left off at, that all came from that. I made some, I got some stuff too dealing with the youngsters, but I had really left shortly after they came in. Like they probably came in and it was probably about a month, bro, if not that. And I was gone. So I didn't even.
It's a lot of fun to get at Junkie though, because he over him.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever he do with
Yeah.
it, maybe he might see me do what I'm finna do on the X and just open them up to the public. Cause I'm thinking, bro, like for some reason, some of my spirit think like this probably work as far as getting the drive, like with artists to come add their music with no obligation to happen to spin them, that they will spin them and share them. And all we asking is just share it and spin from time to time. Ask people, that's it. Add your songs. And I can imagine that, and as people add those songs and as people spin them, the algorithm got to pick up for a lot of artists on them playlists.
Edition. That's the only one I still got. Is the master mix.
Uh, I got like 5 playlists still. My songs ain't even on them. Some people still spinning. We had told them, I was just like, okay, I'm kind of moving around trying to see if my mom out here.
Are you good, man?
Yeah, man. So it's like that's the ideal, man. Like, cause I figure like this. What I realize is I'd rather spin a playlist that has 10 people
There we go.
than if they all actively spinning, to spin a playlist that got 30 people and only 5 or 6 people spinning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Somebody can get
Because I think everybody will spend one time a day. If you can get 30 people that spend 30 spin.
Yeah, and we don't even put that pressure on them like that. We just be like 4 spins out of a week is still optional. It could be 2 out no
Yeah.
matter what, no matter what, no matter how many people added to this playlist. If it goes beyond 2 hours, then just spending 2 hours on like a shuffle or something. You know what I'm saying? Not really trying to put no pressure on nobody. But what I told people with the new playlist that I got, I'm like, well, I'm gonna come in and try to spend it every day in support for y'all. If I miss a day, then it got to be some reason that why I didn't do it. But so far, I spend every day. But
Right.
that's just me though. Like it's because I do it don't mean like okay, you got to spend every day. But what I've been seeing is
Yeah.
some people see
Set
me
by,
spend
lead by
and they
example.
motivate them, and they'll start spending. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. Then we still got the people, bro, who come through on some like, and I didn't even want to do this, bro. It was this little young artist. I went to her page. She's about, I say she said she was the average 21-year-old singer or something like that, right? So I said, okay, she a young artist.
Mm-hmm.
Got a nice voice, got some hot songs too, right? Heard some of her stuff. So I add her on because I was just going through.
What the hell was that? About to look at that. I had to go take care of business. But this is the wrap up, the catch up, the squish room. This is Squish Arcana. Hold on. We don't have to. Okay. There we go. Whoop. There we go.
I said some had froze, right?
Yeah.
It was this young, it was this young artist, right? This female. I didn't want to even remove her, but I just actually done this, right? You know how people come in, man. She had messaged me. Yeah, it sounds great, Unc. I'm down. I want to join. I'm like, okay, fine. So I already know I've been spinning every day. Other people been spinning. I ain't been putting no pressure on nobody. You know what I'm saying? They just see me, hey, good morning, good evening, afternoon, spin. They do they spin. So she come in. I noticed she ain't really doing nothing. I'm telling her, I'm like, I got another one that I'm putting people on now, and it's like 3 songs a piece and stuff like that. But I'm like, we'll tell you, or I'll tell you when it's time to start spinning. Like we get enough of artists on there that we'll start spinning it. So for right now, I'm just putting artists on there. So she like, well, you can put the same 3 songs I sent you. But yet she ain't spent. It done been a couple of days. She been added, right? So I'll still wait. I give her like, I think I gave her, man, bro, like 3 days. I was finna wait a little bit longer. Then I said, you know what? She not finna spin. It's like, and I'm not even finna get back at y'all. They're like,
You already?
hey, you gonna spin with me? You gonna spin? You know how we used to go to people, man, like, yo, you gonna spin or
Yeah.
what? Because I thought about it,
Yeah.
bro. A lot of people already know about these support groups. They all over the place. Everybody creating playlists and everybody getting other artists to spin with them. It's about getting the right people, the ones who will do it, the ones who don't mind doing it. Them the people that we want to rock with. The people that will spin the playlist like we do. That ain't got no issue with it. So if I gotta come hunt the person down and message them and all that, okay, bro,
Really?
I'm not even gonna waste my time. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They got the support groups, and I know you know that too, all on Facebook and as well as like X, right?
Yep.
And I have ran across.
Okay. Damn. But I'm away from you though. Really? Right. Cause yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. To what he got. And then he let people the fuck alone change his name. He's still nah, you know Lee James is the head running of TPN now. You remember they tried to bash us when we first started. Yeah, now he T network. Yeah. I still won't whoop his ass to this day. If I ever see it, he didn't he man, Sal was acting like a pure bitch. That's what he was acting like. I'm gonna say it. He was acting like a pure bitch. Excuse my French. But you the one that making money off the shit, nigga. Yeah. Man, Dougie worked it fucking right. You know, Bruce, the best one. Yeah. He never had proof on Junkie. He just always said the same shit that he was running bots. How, bro? Have no proof. You can't pull up a document showing that this man did that, right? And you know how that go. You good for sure?